but let's see if I can do better. Okay, we got another classical Sicilian, open Sicilian. Let's see, he might go for the Najdorf or the dragon. Let's see. He goes for the Najdorf. Okay, with this, I like to defend the pawn first and then bring the bishop out. That's interesting. He's asking me if I want to go here, huh? Because he put his knight in front of the bishop, so made this available. I can take this pawn. So he defends the pawn, okay. So anyway, I just want to get castled. Okay, moves the knight out. Let's get castled. Knight here, here, here. Don't see a threat. Ah, that was the threat. The threat was to take this pawn, but was that really such a threat? We'll see. Okay, the fork is a threat. let's respect that. I want to move the knight here if I can, so I'm not afraid of the push. Oh, he wins a pawn, though. He does win a pawn. Okay, let's attack that knight. He can trade it for this. But he's given up a lot here, actually. He's won a pawn, but he has an uncastled king. And he's lacking in development. So it gives me the pawn back. I guess if I take, he'll get a free rook here. But if I don't take, I can't push. Yeah, let's go ahead and take. This pawn is already defended, so why not? And if he tries to attack me with the rook, I can go here. Actually, I could go here anyway. But I think I want to go here. Get on the light squared diagonal here. So we're all even. Opposite colored bishops. One move too slow. I don't know which one that was. But yeah, it's true. I'm a bit slow here. Yeah, I think I want to go here. The problem is I can't play b4 without support from the a3 pawn. So now I go b4, b5. I would really like to go, if he pushes again, I'm just going to push, so I don't see a problem with it. Yeah, so I put his rook here. Maybe dangerous at some point. But let's, I could shift my rook to this file. Push the pawn. If I push the pawn right away, He takes, I take. Oh, this is defended. Okay, let's go ahead and push the pawn and see what he does. He might have the idea of bypassing. He does nothing, huh? Oh, he hits the rook. Let's defend the rook. Ah, then he bypasses. Okay, so he could have taken this pawn, huh? Let's figure out how we're going to break through here. Probably rook here. Rook could go here to chase the queen away. We could go here to defend this pawn. I don't think the sacrifice worked there, but just this is interesting anyway. I'm going to push this pawn, maybe lift this rook up here. Attack this one. If he lets me. So he wants to mate me. Let's say no to that. So rook takes pawn, pawn takes rook, rook takes pawn, check. I step over. He still has to move his queen. I think he does. Oh, that's clever. So, but I can step up here, right? If I took the pawn, he could take my rook. If he does that, though, I can just take it. Now my rook up. My rook up. His queen is under fire. I think we are in good shape. Put my bishop over here and take his king. So the rook is hitting his bishop, which is defended, and the queen is threatening a mate here. So I have a check here. Where will the king go? Let's just threaten mate first. So the check here is now mate. Or, yeah, it's mate one way or another. If he blocks with the rook, I'll check and then take it for the check and then go here. And then I'll still be able to take here. If he steps up, I can take here. I can also go here. Where is he going after this? If he goes to, yeah, he only goes here and then I mate him. Okay, I think I got one. I think I got one. Nice game. Let's get somebody new here. 1-1. Okay, black. We'll do d4, d5 to start with. Ah, I was punished. Punished by the London system. And I'm just going to get castled. Okay. So what can I do? I could attack this pawn from here. Here, I guess. Or I could just go back to g8. What's better? If I go here, what's my follow-up? He's going to defend it, and then I can push a pawn over here and then start developing the queen side. I guess that works. It does gain a tempo. Now I have the queen check if I want to use it. So he has knight here to here, which is a little bit, oops, that was wrong. Knight here to here, which is a little bit annoying because I don't have a dark squared bishop to trade it off with. I'd have to trade it with a knight, so I'd have to figure out how to maneuver my knight over here or somewhere. So let's just stop him from coming in there. Then what do we do with the bishop? I think get this knight out of the way. I'm thinking about castling queenside. So leaving room for the bishop to rise up. Knight could go to b4, attacking these pawns. Castle queenside would put a rook here opposite his queen, which could be useful. And if he decides to go queenside, then it means he can't do a pawn storm against me so easily. There'll be a price to pay. Okay, so he puts his bishop there. Let's castle. It's interesting. If I go pawn to c4 and he takes and I take, then there's this attack here. He could just bypass, though. I could go pawn to d4. He takes, I take, and then he has to move the knight, I think. Oh, no, he could take it again. I might just put the bishop back. Then the rooks are connected, and I can push this. Aha, he got the queen out of the way. Well then, let's just undermine his center here. see where his knight goes. Okay, and then I can put my knight here, attacking this pawn. He can step it with his knight now. That's true. I went out of my way to prevent him from putting his knight here, and now I can do it. But losing this pawn would be a blow to his setup as well. He doesn't care. Okay. I'll take the light squared bishop. That'll be useful. Okay, is the queen attacking anything? Just my knight. Okay. And my pawn. But he's got to take the knight back first, I assume. So what if he grabs the pawn? Can I take anything? No, he does that. Okay. So I should defend this pawn. Or take this one. Can't take this one just yet. Bishop on this diagonal would be good, huh? Pawn up here, kicking his knight. Is interesting. So let him take this pawn if he wants it. It'll be, well, if he does that, I'll take his knight. So he's got to do something about this first. He can take on Passant. I forgot. I forgot that. I was only thinking about pawn takes pawn. Still, if he plays his knight here, I might. Oh, it doesn't work. I was going to say I might pin his knight, but actually that doesn't work very well. So let's go ahead and take it, and then put my bishop here, attacking his knight and attacking his queen. So the queen is limited into where it can go. Then I can try and pin that knight. Attack the pinned knight. I mean, it is pinned. The queen moves, but the knight is still pinned. Go here, attacking it. If pawn takes, I'll take back. If rook takes, I'll take the knight. So I think this wins a piece. How many pawns did I lose? Just one, looks like. Yeah, 2 against 3 and 1 over here. BC8 was a bad pin. I didn't see a pin on bishop c8. That's interesting. Oh, I get another fork here. We'll look at that in the postmortem there. See where bishop c8 could have been played. Yeah, so he does. Okay, he decided to resign. I was going to say I could just take it, or I could bring my rook over to attack it again since it's pinned. Let's go to the analysis board. Yeah, bishop c8 was a bad pin because he could take here with check. And then move his queen. Yep. Okay, so that's why I didn't play bishop c8. Instead, just took his knight. After taking his knight, he had a check. He had a check. He could have gotten out of things. Yeah, good point. So I saw one check, but not the other. And now he's threatening this pawn. So actually, got lucky here, it looks like. Let's turn on the... it says black is winning. Best move is e5. none of the above. e5, f5, or knight takes d4. Knight takes d4 is okay then. Now how about the check? Ah, because I block with the pawn. But this all ends up a piece up because he never took back my knight. And I can even pin his knight again if I want to. Although it said grabbing the pawn was better. So I guess I was all right then. Yeah, let's see if we can get another game. Also later. c4. You want to look at the Greek gift? Maybe after this game. Okay, so when he plays that pawn forward, I have to move it somewhere else, huh? Well, I could still go to b5. It was like trying to take control of the e4 square here. Yeah, I'm not sure this is good. What is the bishop doing out here? Let's wait till he castles, though, and just continue with my setup. Looks like he's deferring his castling as long as possible. Let's see if it gets him in trouble. There he goes. Okay, so now I see. Now I go here, he will retreat his bishop. Go here. Let's go here first. Could play b4 and then knight a4 to b5. Could also just push that pawn. Give that knight a hard time. He's got a few places he could go, I think. Yeah, knight to c5 is looking good. If the bishop were here, I could go to b6 as well. So he just wants to trade it off. Okay, bishop here, knight here. He trades. Bishop is here, and then I could put the knight here. I could. It's a lot of work. What is it really worth? Here, how about let's put the bishop here. No, I'm still not in control of this square, am I? But at least I could put my knight here and trade off one of his knights. Now he's going to force me. So I can't go here yet. If I go here, he will trade, or maybe push the pawn first and then trade. No, he just wants to trade. Okay. Curious. So I'm going to double my rooks. Lift my queen first and then double the rooks. So he wants to trade tomorrow. What is this? I'll take here first because he can take here with check, but this is just a free piece, right? Maybe he's thinking I would trade rooks first and then he would take here with check, but I don't have to do that. So yeah, lift up the queen and put the rook behind the now passed pawn. Okay, so what should I do? What should I do? He got 2 pawns for the piece, huh? Need to kind of bust these up, I think. He takes, I take, and I've got it defended. He's got a pin on my knight, but I can unpin. And pinning the knight is dangerous because I can push the pawn anyway. Okay. He's thinking about this one. Yeah, I think he's just down a piece. Should I take with the bishop then? Just get rid of some of the force on the board. Yeah, so he wants to cause trouble for that knight. I want to get the knight out of the way so I can push the pawn and check him here. He can take this one. I can push this pawn. He can take my knight, and then I can go there, check, and get another queen, right? Or win a rook. And it'll be a queen and rook versus queen and 2 pawns, 3 pawns. Still might be a struggle. But anyway, yeah, my opponent was running out of time. So he doesn't take the bait. Oh well. Oh well. So what can I do then? I should defend this knight, I guess. Well, can I go there anyway? He could bring his queen back to defend. Forceful queen trade. Yeah, that's an idea. Do a queen trade. Here, let's see how he responds to the check. Checking the cell structure. Go here, and if I go there, he takes me. Okay. Yeah, I'm still seeing ghosts or something. I don't know. You don't call that seeing ghosts. I still have common problems. Okay, I'm defending the pawn and I'm attacking this pawn. Knight here. Queen f3 was fine. And timeout. Actually, I don't know. That was a good move. I realized he could take. Here, let's go to the analysis board first and see what the computer thinks of this final position. +1.5. Yeah, he can take. And I should run away. I can't take back. And that defends this. So if I go here, this is +5. And I should continue maneuvering with the queen, maybe here or here. Yeah, I just had come up with that idea of getting the knight to this square. And yeah, maybe if I'd move the knight, yeah, move the queen all the way here. Might have been better. Okay, so let's go back to Queen f3. Oh, Queen f3 was okay because the knight defends it. Because otherwise I was going to go here and win a rook that way. So this is playable here, huh? Okay, that is interesting. What I wanted to do is go to the profile in the previous game, because Joe was asking about the Greek gift sacrifice in this game. Okay, so I played it there. I'm already, am I down a piece at this point? Or are we even? 2 rooks, 3 pieces, 2 rooks and 3 pieces, we're even. So what is it? Oh, I hit the wrong, no, that was the right button. I just got to the wrong position. Let's try again. Oh, that's right. I lost a piece here, but I gained a piece back here due to this fork. Yeah, this is +7. I should play the Greek gift, and I did. And I should play the knight check, and I did. And Queen g4 was best. I was thinking about Queen g4. Queen g4 was an option. But Queen c2 was also good. Yeah, I just didn't see the discovered check. So queen g4 being best. Let's look at this. I mean, I've got a setup here, but his queen, and a lot of times the queen is sitting somewhere where you can do this discovered check attacking the queen. And you have this check on the king, so the knight can't be taken. But he had moved his queen off the c7 square. So he didn't have a lot of the usual tricks. Here. Here. The rook comes over, I just take it, so I don't know what that's about. Okay, so he has to start giving up material. I guess because this threat is pretty dangerous. It shows giving up the knight or giving up the rook as options for black. What else is something that doesn't give up material? f4? Blocking the bishop. So when I play a check, he can actually take the knight. But it says I should still do this, and he gets mated anyway. Okay, so I guess he was just in big trouble after queen g4. Anyway, queen c2 is still winning. It's +6. f5 is the only move where he doesn't get mated. Take en passant is correct. And then here, this is not best. Yeah, so I was cashing out a little too soon. What should I do first? I should do this. Queen here. Why? What is queen there doing? Let's say he does they say he connects his rooks like that. Then with queen there, I have a mate, a forced mate from this position. Well, oh, okay, I have a nice check here. That's useful. So why can't I play that here? If he goes back, that's a mate. I mean, that's I win this queen. So why is it good to move the queen first? If I go here, he doesn't have to go to that square. He could go somewhere else. Ah, that's what it is. He can go to these squares. But when you move the queen here first, and he does a move over here, now after the check, the king has nowhere good to go because these squares are covered. This is covered. So he has to go here or here. If he goes here, what's the answer? The answer is the bishop check, and he gets mated. Okay, so that's how to play that Greek gift.